This is how we made our own ayahuasca brew during shamanic initiation training at Ayahuasca Healing Retreats. Here, we see Maestro Don Miguel creating clubs for us to crush and prepare the sacred vine. Before we crush and prepare the vine, we blow sacred mapacho smoke on all of the vines, infusing them with our good intentions. This is me crushing and helping to prepare the ayahuasca vine. It's actually a little more tricky than it looks. I learned the hard way that if you don't have a strong grip on the club, you could easily get a blister. I've got my mapacho roll in my ear for when we do the soplando. As we prepare the vines, we sing the icaros we learn during our shamanic initiation training in order to infuse them with even more good energy and intentions. Here, we take a look at the chacruna leaf, which adds the DMT to the ayahuasca brew. According to Elio, the DMT is actually contained in the veins of the leaf. Before ceremony, we were given the opportunity to pick some of these leaves. We then chew them during ceremony to enhance the visual journey. Now you may think that these little berries contain DMT, but again, the DMT is actually in the veins of the leaves. These berries actually taste pretty good. Chewing them is a wonderful way to connect to the spirit of the chacruna plant. Here, you see me picking the leaves from the beautiful chacruna bush for collection into our large bucket. After picking the chacruna leaves, we wash them thoroughly before adding them to the ayahuasca brew pot. We then put the clean chacruna leaves in the large ayahuasca brew pot. Next, we put the crushed and prepared ayahuasca vine on top. We then put the entire mix of vines and leaves on the fire, adding lots of fresh water. When the liquid evaporates and the water level falls to the middle of the pot, we set aside the liquid in the pot. We then add more water until the pot is filled again to the very top. We also add more chacruna leaves, essentially doubling the amount of what was initially in there. Then we cook it a second time. The ayahuasca brew is cooked for 3 hours at a time. 3 hours for the first pot, then 3 hours for the second pot. Pots are cooked initially with the covers on until the liquid boils. We then leave them to cook uncovered, again for 3 hours for each batch. As the brew cooks, the liquid level is measured with a wooden spoon to help measure progress. This is done until the liquid level reaches about a liter. Finally, the thick, sacred ayahuasca brew is decanted into a bottle that is ultimately brought into ceremony. And that's how we made our ayahuasca brew during shamanic initiation training at Ayahuasca Healing Retreats. I'll see you later.
If you like this video, please consider giving it a like or subscribing to the channel.